I have a dream where readers worldwide should no longer be shackled by this broken 5-star ranking system, where it's ridiculous that some may say, hey, a 3, that's pretty good, and others say, let's torch this text. I believe all books deserve the dignity of decimals, where there's the precision of a 7.17, the gut feeling of a 4.82. Yes, I believe that this is not just an idea, it's a movement. I believe this is not just a state of mind, it's a ranking system revolution. And we can start this change. Because in a world where Ubers and hotels and Amazon spatulas are designed to be evaluated by stars, our books deserve better. Before we get into the numbers, let me just explain what I mean, okay? This right here, yeah, we all know what that is. Yeah, that's equivalent to this. See, not even the same planet. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm cherry picky. Let's just try another one, like this. Yeah, okay. And this? Where are we, people? Where are we? This is ridiculous. It's like saying a Wawa hoagie, love Wawa, and a panini from Little Italy, probably mouth-watering, are both 5 out of 5 stars. Technically could be true, but they're not on the same planet. I mean, nobody's ordering a gobbler at a classic Italian deli. That's the flaw. 5 stars cannot capture nuance. A 4.8, a 5.9, a 3.2. There's subtle differences here, and the decimals matter. Heck, for me, I even go farther. 3.22 and 3.25 are different. If you read 1,000 books in your lifetime, eventually you're going to have to make choices. And I'm not going to be confined to a 1 through 5. There's just not enough options. So let me walk you through what I find to be a pretty awesome idea, and that readers should probably use going forward. So let me start from the bottom and work my way up through a system that I highly recommend you all adopt going forward. Out of respect for how hard it might actually be to just write a book in general, something I plan to do one day, I hope, I'm just gonna not provide an example of a 1 out of 10 here, but let me be clear, I've experienced these. And these 1 out of 10s, they're a travesty. It's a disservice to the tree that gave its life for the paper that it was printed on. It's a motivational book that somehow demotivates you. It's a fantasy novel that somehow convinces you to no longer believe in fairy dust. It's a book so bad that you don't even want your money back. You just want your memory erased, Eternal Sunshine style. Okay, 2 out of 10. I'm going to start using examples, and I know, I'm guessing for many of these you guys might just come at me, but I'll embrace it. Come at me in the comments, tell me why I'm wrong. This is where you pretty much think about the read and you go, okay, I've probably read worse. This isn't the worst thing I've read. It's like trying to push open a door that says pull. You desperately want to get in, but your brain and body forget how to function, and so you just are locked out by the literary gods. And when you finally do finish, there's no joy. It's the satisfaction level of getting home after an hour of rubbernecking traffic. You weren't in an accident. All these cars didn't get in an accident. They just had to slow down so they could see what was going on. There's no joy. There's just slight relief that it's finally over. Okay, we got your 3 out of 10. And 3 to 10, what a conundrum. I mean, maybe it's just a good idea with poor execution. Maybe it's the equivalent of reading a non-fic, but it comes across like a middle school textbook. I mean, yeah, the War of 1812 is cool, but the only time I'm going to use these facts that I'm learning is maybe if I get lucky at some sort of trivia night. A 3 is like a trip to IKEA. You love your little visit to the showroom floor. You're so excited, all the options. You pick out your little desk, you bring it home in the box, and the absolute soul-crushing pain and suffering that it takes to set this thing up, the hours crush your spirit. But guess what? Eventually, you need to move apartments. And there's no way this cheap balsa wood is surviving in the back of a U-Haul, so you've got to throw it out after all of that. A 3 has its moments, sure, but not the kind that you'd ever write home about. You ever come up one number short on a lotto ticket? That's a 4. You ever, I don't know, have your favorite team miss a game winner at the last second? That's a 4. 4s are infuriating to me because all I can do while I'm reading them is just think about, oh, if they just did this one little thing different, I would really like this. It may give you a little thrill along the way. There might be some highlights, but at the end of the day, there's just kind of like mild disappointment. A 4 teases enjoyment, flirts with being good, but at the end of the day, it just ghosts you right before the payoff. Okay, here's a 5, my opinion of a 5. We're right down the middle, but here's something that the 5-star system truly cannot do. Is a 3 average? Technically, it's above halfway to 5, so I don't know. Do you see my point? But a 5, it's par for the course. Although, I will say that every par I've ever gotten in golf makes me feel like I just won the Masters, so maybe it's a terrible metaphor in my situation. A 5 gives you the same type of feeling that you get when you get home from the grocery store and you just realize you haven't forgot anything. No meltdowns, no fireworks, just solid. 6, this guy right here, solid. We're getting there. You know that feeling when you put on a pair of jeans and you feel in the pocket and you pull out this crumpled up, wadded up $20 bill that just got through a crazy war with your washing machine but survived? Yes, that's a 6. See, it's not quite enough money to hit retirement, but it leaves you feeling super good once you find it. A 6 is solid, it's dependable, it's not quite GOAT status, but it's very good. And if it's part of a series, for sure you're willing to read the next book and continue on. All right, 7 out of 10. We're starting to get closer and closer to the top. And I gotta say, you gotta put into perspective, a 6 in my scale is above average, which means 7 is moving closer and closer to great. 7 is kind of the sweet spot really, where I start to say, okay, I'll recommend this to my friends. I feel like I would never give anything to a friend that I didn't thoroughly enjoy myself. So this is the safe zone for me saying, hey, you should check this out. A 7 is like an ice cold Coors Light during a summer barbecue. It's refreshing, hits the spot, but let's not pretend it's some expertly crafted handmade cocktail. And the thing is, if you hand me another one, I'm not saying no. 8 out of 10. It's getting real, guys. We're in some rare air now. 8 out of 10 does not happen every day. It's got you hype. It lived up to the hype. It's got you buzzing. You're pumped. It's got you immediately going on to Google to check this author's entire bibliography to see what other books they've written. It's like walking into some hole in the wall and then getting the perfect Jersey pizza slice. I mean, the crust has just this perfect crunch. The cheese feels like it's been systematically created in a lab for your pleasure. The sauce is just spot on. That's what an 8 feels like. Here we are, 9 out of 10. Oh, chef's kiss. And I'm not talking any chef's kiss. I'm talking Master Chef, Gordon Ramsay, Michelin star, whole accent and everything. I mean, this is it. This is good. This is the book that you absolutely devour and then force feed to your friends. Like, no, drop what you're doing. You are reading this. You are not doing anything else. You are not binging anything on Netflix. You are reading this book next. You're so immersed that it's 4 a.m., your eyes are bloodshot, you haven't eaten, you haven't slept, and you don't even care because you are so immersed in this read. It's glorious, it's rare, it's unforgettable, and you will be talking about it at every opportunity for years. So we started with a 1, and out of respect, I didn't give an example. Now we're at a 10, and I'm not giving an example out of reverence, because I've not yet given a book I've read a 10. Some say it doesn't exist, but I'm not going to let the naysayers stop me from what I believe is still out there. A 10 is my white whale, my holy grail, my Excalibur, my Atlantis, my One Ring, my Dark Tower, my Triforce. And one day, I'll find it. And that's it. The 5-star era is over. We need to leave it behind like the Shamrock Shake and Labubu's. And I'm not telling anybody they have to use my scale, but the Villa Novella scale, the V scale, no, I don't think I can actually patent that, is yours for the using. And if you're not going to use it, no worries. I hope I at least made you laugh. And if I did, drop a like, subscribe, more coming your way. In the meantime, you know what it is, fellas, you know what it is, ladies. A chapter a day keeps the brain rot away. Take it easy.